Hey everyone, you're watching Ground Report. This is a new show in which I'm going to share stories from the Bollywood trenches and I'm going to give you my take on all that's popping in pop culture and entertainment. Today I'm going to talk about the relationship between critics and artists. Now last month a film called Chup Revenge on the Artist released. It was co-written and directed by R. Balki and it starred Dulquer Salmaan and Sunny Deol. Chup was about a serial killer who is murdering critics and carving star ratings into their heads. In the film, Pooja Bhatt is playing a criminal psychologist and in one scene she tells a critic, "You critics are killers." And Sunny Deol, who's playing a cop investigating the case, says with a smirk, "Stars dene walon ko stars de raha hai, critics ka critic." Watching Chup made me think back to some of the strangest encounters I've had in over 25 years of being a critic. Thankfully, the death threats have only been online. Mostly anonymous, vicious voices that insist my reviews have some larger agenda or some inherent bias or are driven by political leanings. Offline, in the real world, the repercussions of negative reviews have been less grave, even though some are darkly amusing. So in 2009, Ram Gopal Varma made a horror film called Agyat. Agyat means unknown. The story centered on a film unit shooting in a jungle and suddenly members of the unit start to disappear. Agyat was bewilderingly bad. I wrote in my review that the characters were so annoying that we, the viewers, were waiting and rooting for the creature to kill them. A few days after my review was published, my husband, Anupama Chopra, and I bumped into Ramu at a premiere in Mumbai. He didn't say hello. He didn't even mention my review. He just looked at me, screamed, and ran in the opposite direction. It was hilarious. Another time, and this was less hilarious, the director of a hugely successful war film suggested that my review, which wasn't swooning like the rest, was perhaps muted because he was a rival to my husband and I was in some way trying to undermine his success. A superstar once implied that my review of his latest blockbuster was impacted by jokes he had made about Vinod at an awards function. But one of my favorite memories of an artist gracefully acknowledging a bad review comes from Priyanka Chopra. In 2010, I reviewed Anjana Anjani. You remember this rom-com. It starred her and Ranbir Kapoor. They play strangers who meet and make a pact to commit suicide, but life and love gets in the way. So this was an intriguing premise, but it was flattened out by mediocre storytelling and direction. In addition to my unflattering review, I posted this on Twitter. Note to filmmakers after watching Anjana Anjani, stars plus styling plus foreign locations do not equal film. Now, as luck would have it, on the Friday of release, I had a telephonic interview scheduled with Priyanka for a story I was writing for a fashion magazine. I was apprehensive about how it was going to go. But her opening line was, "You really liked my film, didn't you?" She started laughing, she put me at ease, and we finished the interview without a hitch. The professionalism was really admirable. Another one of my favorite memories is from the film Baby, which was made in 2015. Now this film was co-produced by T-Series. A few days before the release, the head of T-Series, Bhushan Kumar, invited Vinod to a preview. Vinod said that he couldn't make it, but he suggested that Bhushan invite me because I had to review it anyway. Bhushan hesitated and then he said, "वो क्या है ना, भाभी जी का कुछ भरोसा नहीं, वो कुछ भी बोल सकती हैं." I didn't get an invite, but I consider that a badge of honor. So the idea behind Ground Report is to give you an insight into my life as a critic, insight into the film industry and how things work. If you enjoyed it, like, share and subscribe to Reviews and More.